What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconerizone for a new series. We are talking about the game, obviously. Juve facing Cremonese away from home. First game of the, I want to say, season. New year after the break, and it's an away game. Away to a winless Cremonese, putting that out there. But we are going to talk in this series about three, if you want to call it, key points. Or maybe 1, 2, 4, depending on the game we're playing. But we're gonna talk about the key points to go into that Cremonese game and win. First game of 23. But before we get into it, please like the video as always, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Now, the first key point for me is being solid. Now, this might sound, basic, but we only forget about the Champions League because this is Serie A we're talking. What happened in the Champions League, it is what it is. In Serie A, we only conceded 7 goals. Like, that's it. We have the best defense in the league with only 7 goals. Usually, the best defense in the league, besides last year, wins you the league. I'm not saying we're going to do that, but being solid is the reasons we are kind of winning games. Like, that's the only reason am I keeping game close and then taking the few chances we get, mostly, and get those games over the line. So you need to be solid. So we only conceded 7 goals. And in 2 games, we conceded 2 goals, twice. So against Milan, away, we lost 2-0. And at home against Sanitana, we conceded also 2. So 4 of the 7 goals are in 2 games. So the other 13 games, we only conceded 3 goals. So, again, we conceded 7 goals, 2 of them to Milan, 2 of them against Sanitana. So the remainder 13 games, we only conceded 3, which I couldn't believe when I was going over the games, and I was looking into what we have done this season. I couldn't believe that was actually a stat. Like, we conceded, basically, besides those 2 games, and the Salernitano game was, I don't know what happened in the game, and the Milan game, yeah, we lost, fair and square. But I'm not saying taking away that games, because it's still part of the season. The Milan game was embarrassing, and the Salernitana game was, well, it's still embarrassing, no matter what happened towards the end. But in the other 13 games, we only conceded 3 goals. If you think about it, and you think about the fact we are also 10 points behind, you kind of wondering, how is that possible? Because when you hear that stat, for a team called Juve, only conceded, you concede 2 goals twice, but then only 3 in the other 13 games, you would think you are higher off the top, if you know what I mean. But that's the formula. That's the formula. We are getting it done now. Keep games close, be solid, take those chances, and win the games. So you need to do that. It's Cremonese away from home. I get it, but so it was Monza away from home, Sanitana at home. Like, we've seen us struggle, and we will struggle because we are missing players who can create stuff. Di Maria, Chiesa, Vlahovic is also out, so we are missing a lot of players still. It's not going to be easy. I think Cremonese they're not a good team, obviously. Are they going to sit back? I don't think so. I think they will go for it. Maybe that's the opportunity for us. But if they will sit back, it will be a very long game as well. Because we kind of struggle to break teams down. It's going to be ugly. But be solid. It sounds obvious, of course. But I was going off the stat and how we were winning games the last couple of weeks. So that's one for me, obviously. Let's move on to the second point. And that's no mistakes. It's very simple. I put Chesney in there. I like Chesney. I think he should be the starting goalkeeper. But I saw that Sanar game, and I'm like, it's happening a little bit too much. We can't have mistakes. We need to, this team at this moment in time needs to play mistake-free. And with mistakes, I mean, not lose your man at a corner and he heads it in. Yes, that's a mistake, but glaring mistakes. Stupid back pass, making a stupid penalty fall for no reason. like just blunders, basically. That's what I'm talking about, no mistakes, because I don't think we have enough at this moment in time to overcome these in the situation we are in with the players we have and with the players out. I don't think we have enough to overcome these. That's, again, very simple, very basic. You like basic stuff. Don't make mistakes. But if we were in 2015 and we made a mistake, I'm like, cool. Like we turn it around easily. Now, if we make a mistake and we go down or anything, I struggle to see this team to, kicking up a notch and, pin teams back completely and dominate and get that game back. We have not seen that really this season. Again, look at the goals we conceded. Obviously, it's not really needed at times. But even when we are chasing a win, it feels very sluggish. Besides, maybe that Inter game and especially that Lazio game, excuse me. So, again, very simple. It sounds ridiculous. But I don't think we have enough to overcome these things at this moment in time. Again, we rely on being very solid, keeping games close, and just not nick it. Maybe nick it, but like just do the bare minimum and bring it home. That's what we do. That's what we rely on, excuse me. So I can mistake-free, yes. Like, please no Chesney, Danilo, what happened to Stanar, things like stupid things, communications mistake, and you're 1-0 down in the first game of 23 away from home, away to a winless Cremonese, with the stadium probably rocking, and you're going to be in for a very, very, very long day. So again, sounds obvious, but I think it's something to keep an eye on, something to, be very aware of, that we are in this situation. Now, to end it off, the last thing is basically go for it. Again, I'll repeat it. Cremonese are winless. They're not a good team. I don't want to disrespect them. They're not a good team, as are Monza, and we lost to Monza, I know, but like you never should lose that game. And you never should drop points away to Monza. Like, that's the reality. You need to go there and you need to go for it. And with a go for it, I mean, don't let them come into the game. We probably know that's not going to happen. But don't let them get in rhythm. Don't give them hope, give away corners and the fans go up, or like sit back for the first 10 minutes and you're all over the place and they feed off it. Just don't do it. For once, try to pin them back. Try to win those battles in midfield and take that game in hand. Because again, you are chasing, I don't know what we're chasing. If anyone believes in the title, then the title. Top 4, then top 4. But you're chasing. We have still a lot of big games to play for away from home. Like, we have no room for mistakes anymore. Like, that's the reality. Like, yes, you can drop points over a season to Cremonese and Monza, but we already dropped too many points. Like, it's actually not allowed anymore. Like, you need to go very, very spotless. That's what we need to do. So, again, we do this too often. We just sit back, invite teams, and we probably know how it's going to go. Like, it's going to be a very, very long day, and it's going to be ugly, and it's going to be nails biting, excuse me, and you're like, what's the point? Because it's Cremonese, for the love of God. So, that being said, those are my 3 key points for the Cremonese game. Let me know in the comments what you think, what we should do, not do, to win this game. Because it's a big game already. First one after a break. A lot of players have been gone to the World Cup. Some players just came back. Injuries. It's not ideal, but there's no excuses. You need to get in there, get that win. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we will see you back for the preview and after the game tomorrow. Thanks everyone for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and we see you.